Ed O'Brien, aka Coach Cleasy. Let me fix this mic real quick. Here with another episode of We Run the State podcast. Glad y'all could join me. Of course, this will be available on YouTube, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku TV streaming apps. Look up We Run the State. Download those apps, and I'm working on making sure I get it to Spotify afterwards. So what's funny? Oh, Caden, he did. Caden's in the green room, but I think all of his friends, accidentally. I don't know. They kind of joined, but they didn't push the accept button. So I think they all watching now. So shout out to Caden's teammates. I'm about to bring Caden in to those that's watching. He's a class of 2027 quarterback out of New Jersey. I've seen him since he was I want to say seventh grader, either seventh or eighth grader. He's going into 11th now. So uh, let me bring my man in real quick. But I want to say rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. He passed away. I think that was yesterday. Accidental drowning. But that's someone. Shoot, when I was a young buck, watched on TV. He was like that brother I didn't have, or cousin, or distant cousin. But he was just inspiration to a whole lot of people, especially young black men. Um, Seeing something different on TV, seeing him on TV, and he did many things after the Cosby Show as well. So, um, condolences to his family and to his friends. I don't know, that one just hit a little bit different, but anyway, I'm gonna bring Kaden in right now. Mr. Davis, hey, I think I forgot to tell you. Do you have a headset or headphones?
Uh, I can connect my headphones to the iPad.
I think you know what? I don't hear no echo, so I think you're straight.
All right,
I just seen your message on Twitter too.
my fault.
Like all your teammates
Yeah,
are in the building, so won't even try to do the accept joint. So hey,
yeah,
shout out
my
to
bad,
your
guys.
teammates. I'm glad y'all watching. I appreciate it, y'all. I hope. In fact, I do plan to come watch y'all play live. I just got to figure out the game. I'm thinking that Thursday night opener, but we'll see. Anyway, let me reintroduce myself. This is Ed O'Brien, aka Coach Cleasy. This is the We Run the State podcast. I got a special guest. I knew I had to get him on once I started this up, though. So I'm glad he's taking time out of his busy schedule to speak to his uncle, my man, class of 2027 quarterback out of New Jersey, Kahden Davis. Kahden, I appreciate you coming on. How you feeling tonight?
Good, coach. Thank you for having me.
No problem at all, man. I got some questions for you. So, first, I'm guessing, did you have some training to do tonight?
Yeah, we just got out of practice around 7, so
Uh-huh.
we had lifts before that.
Okay, and so and you're based in New Jersey for the folks that don't know. When do you guys actually start? Well, first, do you guys have heat acclimation?
No,
Okay, y'all get straight to it.
yeah.
So when's the first day of camp?
First day of camp, I think it's next Monday.
Next month. Oh, shoot, okay. Yeah, glad we let's get this in real quick then. All right. Well, first, I'm gonna skip around some of these questions because for the folks that don't know, you transferred to Donovan Catholic during the off season. Um, as far as that goes, how has the transition been both on and off the football field? And two, if you don't mind answering, how do you think it's going to benefit you long term, or at least for the next 2 years of your high school career?
I think the transition has gone very smoothly. The Donovan staff and the coaching staff, they made it very easy for me to transition into the new school year in the middle of the year. And the coaches, they all welcomed me. Even the people there, everyone was so welcoming.
All right, and from a recruiting standpoint, how have things gone as far as that goes? As far as whatever was going on when you were at the previous school and what's going on now.
From a recruiting standpoint, I'm still like at a little standstill, kind of, because I just need more film out there. That's what I've been hearing from all the coaches. Like they like how I throw in person, but really it's all about film because they want to see me put up numbers.
Okay. So, and speaking of college coaches, my next question, if you don't mind, letting the audience know, and you can tell me, if it's too many. Which college camps did you? I want to get into junior days. Which colleges did you go to as far as the camp and throw?
This past off season, I was at Rutgers, Miami, Ohio, Columbia, Harvard, and UConn, and Ohio State,
I say, okay. And for the audience that doesn't know, who do you currently have offers from?
Currently, I have offers from Maryland, Duke, West Virginia, Columbia, Miami, Ohio, Toledo, Marshall, Southern Mississippi, Arkansas State, and Central Michigan.
Okay. Are they all in your profile?
They are. They are.
That's what I'm talking about. Of course they are. Hey, so what are some things that you go to these college camps? Of course, I've seen you throw many times, but now, of course, you're throwing in front of college camps. I mean, college coaches going into your junior year. What is some of the feet? You did mention some of it uh, just now, talking about they want to see more film. But what are some things that they've told you that one that they like about you as far as a prospect and you throwing the football, and two, did they tell you about any things you might have to tweak or work on?
A lot of coaches told me that I had to work on just like my quick game, just moving my feet faster. Because sometimes I get a little too comfortable, or I might get lazy. But they also say that they really like my arm talent and how I'm coachable.
All right, and I've covered recruiting for a long time, and I tell people, quarterback is probably the hardest position to get recruited at. What kind of advice have you received from maybe coaches or mentors or even your parents as far as how to go about navigating the recruiting process as a quarterback?
Well, even since I was eighth grade and a freshman, seeing people get offers, I would get discouraged by that. But really, everyone just tells me to stay the course and just stay in my own lane and keep my own path. Because everybody's process is different. Just like Cam Ward, how he went JUCO to number one draft pick. Everyone's process is different.
All right, and how would you describe your playing style as a quarterback?
I'll describe my playing style as a probably like a backfield creator. Like if a play goes wrong or something happens, I always can. I'm able to create out the backfield either with my legs and with my arm.
All right, now when I get kids on here, let them brag about themselves a little bit. What separates you from others in your class as a quarterback prospect?
I'll probably definitely say my arm talent, like being
Okay.
able to push the ball downfield further, and definitely being able to like fit it in tight windows.
All right. And what are some things or what are some areas of your game that you've focused on improving this off season?
This off season, I've been really working on my on the run game, and yeah, that's really about it. I've been really like every day just working on the run.
Okay. And what are some things that you think you've improved upon since the end of your sophomore year?
Definitely my quick game and being able to get out of the pocket and just be faster, like see everything faster, see the field faster.
Okay. Now let's go back to the fact that you've transferred to a new school. Um, from an offensive scheme standpoint, is there any similarities, or what are some different things that you've had, or are there some different things, or you know?
Almost, I feel like almost everything is different from my playbook now to then what it was before I see in Hall. But everybody needs a change in their lives, and I've been adapting pretty well. Coaches making it easier for me to adapt, and we're just ready to go.
All right. Before I ask you these last couple of questions, I have to ask because I think I first met you in the seventh grade. When did you start playing football?
Started playing football when I was 4 years old.
4 years old. Okay. And what made you want to start playing football?
Really, it was probably the people around me, like my friends. All my friends were playing football, so I was like, "Mom, I want to try football too," and they signed me up. Red Bank flag football. That's where it all started.
Okay. And once you got to tackle, which what position did you start with?
I started as a linebacker, fullback, and running
Uh,
back. I didn't even play quarterback till like 10U.
and what prompted that position change?
So how it went down was I was at we were going to a Under Armour football camp, and it was all a bunch of high schoolers, and I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I'm there with my friend who played on my team at the time, who was a quarterback, and I didn't want to be alone with all them high schoolers over there, so I was just like, I'm just go to quarterback for a day with my friend, and then from there everything just progressed up.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot now. How have your new teammates treated you since you've gotten there?
My new teammates treated me really well, actually, really well. Like we're going out to eat together. We're having fun together, like sleepover, video games, everything. It's really well.
All right, see, fellas, he's shouting you guys out. Now, what are some goals that you set for one team wise, and two for yourself individually? And of course, we all know the team goals come first, but
Well, team wise, we definitely want to get a ring. That's the ultimate goal. Make it to MetLife
mhm.
Stadium. Individual wise, I want to be to have the most passing yards in the state.
All right. And Caden, if you don't mind talking about a little bit, um, let's talk about before you first initially started getting offers. How, and I think you kind of alluded to it. Talk about how you kind of felt like pressure. I guess pressure a little bit because you're seeing different eighth graders get offers, and maybe you're thinking, and I probably was thinking too, like you're better than that kid. But what was your mind state at that point?
That's exactly how it'd be. I would like see kids get offers, and in my mind, I'd be like, "Man, I think I'm way better than him. How's he getting all these offers?" And like,
Hmm.
it's just like I don't even know. You just gotta, like I said before, stay the course because like I was at the time, my mindset, I was like I was getting a little discouraged. Like, am I good enough to play quarterback at a high level? Like seeing all these other kids get offers, but then once that first offer came, that just motivated me more.
Okay, and last question, what because and I actually appreciate you even talking about that, um, how you felt at the time. And I know you're a young prospect yourself, but trust me, it's plenty of eighth, ninth graders asking me like, how do I get an offer, things like that. What advice would you give to younger prospects as far as recruiting process? I think you probably said something that you could probably use again, but I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Well, first thing it would be definitely if like younger prospects like freshmen and sophomores definitely get in the weight room. Like if you don't have that physicality to play varsity football, you're not gonna play varsity football. The second thing is like always be the guy at practice that's always wants to jump in. Like don't like the coach make the coaches take you out. Always be the first person there, the first person to get the reps. Like if you want to play, show them that you want to play.
All right, and you know what? I got one last question because this is my brother. So talk, tell me when did you first start training with Madej Williams, and how has he helped you grow as a quarterback, and I'm going to say as a person?
I think I started training with Coach Madi going into my seventh grade year. But he's as a quarterback, he's helped me grow phenomenally. Like before, my form was all over the place, inconsistent, throwing all the way over the top up here. But he's helped my game improve like 100% better. And also just as a person, like he's always bringing the energy, being like in a good mood, and like that's the person like you would want to be like.
All right, I lied. One more question. Talk about the advice and guidance that your parents have given you so far in your recruitment journey.
Well, first, my parents almost like at least every month they ask me, "Do I still want to play football?" and I always give them
Mm.
the same question. Of course I do. Like they wouldn't want me to do something if I didn't want to do it. Like I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing this for me. I want to do this. I want to be great. And the advice they give me is just like I said, stay the course and just to be confident in myself and put my faith in God.
All right, Caden. Hey, look, I appreciate your time, and I want to say I personally, if I know a kid, I got to put you on a different category. I got a different standard for you kids. It's a certain group, and I think you're a high ceiling kid as far as talent goes, and just as a person, you've been nothing but a gentleman. So I appreciate you, and I definitely wish you the best of luck in your journey. And of course, I'll be watching from afar and up close. You never know. So thanks again for your time, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you, Coach. I really appreciate it.
You got it. Shout out to your teammates too. All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Coach. Shout out y'all
Have a
boys.
good one.
You too.
Yes, sir.